This is going to be a video giving my opinion on how my first impressions on this new chapter, this new season, and it's actually very drastic to what you might expect from what I said in my last video when I saw the trailers and everything and I saw the leaks. I thought it would have been absolutely terrible. From all the leaks that came out and all the confusion, honestly, Epic Games did a really good job in not implementing the bad features, and I'm really enjoying myself this chapter. And basically, this is my review of the Hunters season, the Chapter 6, Season 1. And honestly, I'm enjoying myself. I can't lie. First off, I want to talk about the bad because you know me, I'm the Fortnite critic and I complain about everything. I have no idea why the story is taking this direction. I have no idea what they're going to do with it. At least Jonesy's in it again. But the storyline quests, I did them on stream yesterday. They don't have any voice lines. I do not know what's going on with the lore right now. And that was the thing about Fortnite. It had understandable lore if you just took 15 minutes and looked at the events. If you played the events, you would know what's going on. First of all, we don't really have events anymore. Except for the remix finale, which I loved, by the way. You can watch my reaction on that on the channel. But I don't know. I'm really not interested in the story anymore because it's just gotten so convoluted. And, I like the theme of this season. And that's coming a lot from me because I didn't like Mega Season. And that's going to offend a lot of you. And let me explain. It was Chapter 4. It had augments. It had a shit loot pool. I wasn't the biggest fan of the map because it felt like, first of all, the snow biome on the Chapter 4 map, they had roads that you could drive cars on, but they were made out of ice. So that your car just slid around all the time. So what's the point? It was better driving on the snow than it was driving on the actual roads that were made out of ice. Okay, that's a little complaint, but also I just felt like the Chapter 4 was missing a spark. It was missing something that was iconic. I look back at Chapter 4 and I was like, a mega city maybe? I don't know. Because it's not iconic at all. There's nothing in the Chapter 4 map that really sparks with people. And along with augments and just being shitty in general and having inconsistent loot pool, it didn't know what it wanted to be. And that's what I think this chapter really improves on. Yeah, off the top of my head, that giant Mega City clone, that's actually better because you can go in every single building, unlike the actual Mega City, which had giant indestructible props. So I think that's better. The bridge, you can name so many things. Yeah, I think a lot of them are really boring. The dam is really cool, the POI that I'm at in this video. Just there's so many places that bring me back to playing in Chapter 2 and looking at the Chapter 1 map and being in Chapter 2 again. There was so many unique POIs and so many unique ideas that I feel like Fortnite has been missing for a long time now. And I'm happy to see it. I really am. And the map, it makes me happy. It really does. Everything about it just makes me spark. Some POIs are meh, but overall, I think the formula that they're going with is pretty cool, and it's pretty good. And another thing is the loot pool is great. But, I don't know if they buffed the shotgun yet, the double barrel. They need to buff it. Why is a pump that's lower range? Okay, so the double barrel's slower, and it has less ammo, and I know that it has farther range, but why? It should be closer to the pump's damage. Because the pump, on average, has 108 maybe damage. I don't know it on the top of my head. And meanwhile, the double barrel has 86. And that goes down I don't know. I don't know the exact numbers, but just the double barrel needs a tiny, a 10% buff. Just please make it happen, Epic Games. I've been talking about this ever since the season came out. I love double barrel shotguns. I love the original double barrel, and I love that they're doing a long range double barrel, like it's a classic double barrel. And I really want it to succeed and be a really good gun, but they need to buff that damage. But overall, I love the guns. That double barrel, I love it. I still use it, even though it's not really great. And the range is pretty good on it. It's not like Ranger shotgun good or combat shotgun good, but it's pretty good. And that's another reason why I want them to buff it. It's not really, really long range. It's just like medium to long range, like an SMG level, like a range. And you know that should merit having some more damage on it and being like almost as good as the pump. I'm not saying have it as much damage as the pump, but buff it by like 10%, Epic Games, please. Okay, enough about the double barrel shotgun. Another thing that's great, and I honestly thought this wouldn't come to the game. I honestly thought 100% customizable weapons would come back. Not would not. You can even see in the trailer for I thought it was pretty much guaranteed because in the trailer it showed an SMG with a suppressor on it and a red dot, just like how it was in Chapter 5. And I was like, yeah, obviously they're going to bring attachments back, unfortunately, which that means no hit scan, and it's going to be projectile shit again. And I was really surprised when I saw on my news tab when I logged in to the new season, hit scan is back. And I'm like, how does that work? And how they did it was genius. They actually welded it on to the gun so they could actually balance out the weapon stats. It's crazy. Like, the reason why they needed projectile stuff with the customizable weapons is because somebody could take, like, an AR and which has hit scan on it and just put a sniper scope, and then they could just beam people. And that was the problem. But how they did it now is they don't need to worry about that problem because they can have hit scan or projectile or whatever they want, and they can balance it out. They can balance it out because they have it welded on there, and you can't customize the weapon to find some way around it. And it's honestly kind of crazy. I like it. I really do. This is a great way to put, like, scopes and shit in the game. It should be welded on. Customizable weapons do not belong in Fortnite. They're cool and all, but they do not belong in Fortnite. Because, I mean, back when they were actually in the game, back in, I think it was Chapter 5, Season 2, I was like, it's a necessary thing to have bullet drop when there's customizable weapons in the game. And the more I think about it, you don't even need customizable weapons in the game in the first place. It's not really anything Fortnite-y. It's just another thing for them to market on. And I'm glad that they just stuck to their roots, and now we have these beautiful weapons. We have, like, the heavy AR, basically, the normal AR. We have the double barrel shotgun, which I love. All this stuff is just beautiful. And I'm really glad that I was wrong in my videos, because the leaks said, and the leaks pointed to, since they were developing new augments, that they were going to bring augments back for this chapter. And the thought that they're still bringing, developing new augments still really scares me, because that might imply that they might return in the future. But I'm just glad that we don't have them right now. Augments. It brings me back to a terrible time. Chapter 4. Dude, I honestly think that augments are, like, really bad. They ruined... Not ruined, because there's a lot of other stuff that was wrong with Chapter 4, but augments were a main thing that ruined Chapter 4 for me, because it just felt like you were playing Mario Kart and trying to spin your goddamn power-ups. It just didn't feel Fortnite-y. You weren't searching chests to get what you want. You were just, spend gold, well, look at here, should I get, and it was just like, it was tedious. Another thing that the leaks pointed to that I really didn't want in the game was proning. And I thought, man, if proning ever gets introduced into Fortnite, that might be the day that I leave Fortnite forever, because proning would ruin the game. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, it would be cool. Yeah, try being drop shot by every sweat that you know and getting emoted on. No. People proning against hills, it would make camping worse. It would make sweats worse. It would make the game so much more toxic. It just... all the things I hate about Fortnite would get worse with the addition of proning. And Oh my god, no. And I really thought, from the leaks, they said that proning was going to happen in Chapter 6. And I was like, no, I'm never playing Battle Royale. I'll go to the OG stuff. And also, that wouldn't have saved me anyways if they added it, because they're actually adding the new movement to the OG mode. Unfortunately, this broke my heart when I heard it. They're bringing like wall jumping and wall running up into the OG mode. For anybody that didn't hear yet, yeah, it's coming to the OG mode, unfortunately. But that's another thing for after I actually play the OG mode. And just be thankful that we didn't get proning. Proning would be terrible, man. Imagine people up on mountains with their goddamn sniper or ARs shooting you, and there's only like a pixel or like just the head popping up. And then imagine getting boxed, people wall jumping and shit, and then proning and then pumping you in the head and taking the L on you. Just like the thing that I said in the last video. Boy, I am glad they didn't bring proning. I mean, I could deal with the wall jumping and shit. It's going to be annoying. And it's going to be annoying when Sweats actually learn how to use it, but at least we don't have proning. That's the worst of it. Proning's the worst of it, and we did not get it. So I'm forever thankful. Epic Games really made me, a really bitter person, into actually kind of liking this Battle Royale. It's on okay, this is a hot thing, but I think this is the best it's been in 2 years. 2 years from now. Better than Chapter 5. Okay, that's kind of iffy to sort out because we've only had like 5 days of this season, this new chapter. But honestly, I'm having a better time than I did in the first 5 days of Chapter 5. So, honestly, fuck it. It's better than Chapter 4, definitely. Maybe it's going to be better than Chapter 5. I do like the map. It's iconic. It's beautiful, and I do like it. So, congratulations, Epic Games. You officially proved me wrong for once. Shit. You proved me wrong for once, Epic Games. Congratulations. You proved me wrong. And you actually made a pretty good thing that I actually appreciate. And that's hard to do, because I hate you, Epic Games. I absolutely hate you. I love Fortnite, and I hate it at the same time. Tastes so bad, but it feels so good. But you impressed me. I'm having a great time. I am. And that's from someone that hasn't been having fun truly since Chapter 3. So great job, Epic Games. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Positivity video. I actually ain't shitting on the game for once. Holy crap. Mr. Will Rose broke a new leaf. All right, I'll see you guys.